everybody. Just wanted to, we're working the young one again and showing you what we're progressing to. You know, last time you saw us, we just had gotten on, kind of turned his rear end around, turned his front end through, started working him a little bit on the long, letting her out a little bit. So this time what we're going to do is the same thing, but then hopefully we're going to let Jody away and kind of show you how I help her kind of start to transfer all of the aids now to Jody. You know, what we don't want to do, what we don't want to have Jody do is have to get aggressive. What we want to show him is that Jody's going to stay light, and that I'll help him understand what her aids mean. So we're going to start right away. We've already done some groundwork. You know, the same thing we've been doing. That's already been done, so we're going to hop on. And now he's already starting to get used to us getting on and off both sides, but we will hop on this side, get off, go to the other side, hop on and get off, and then start. The one thing that we really want to make sure that Jody does when she starts to mount and dismount and move is that she doesn't sit still. She wants to make sure she moves around, one that keeps her body nice and loose, and it also gets him used to body movement. He wants to be oral, so I'm just going to stick my finger in his mouth and let him be a little bit oral. There. Now we'll mount. And when you mount, stay on. Whichever you prefer. And today too, he's had a couple of days of work with saddle and with her on, so he's going to be a little bit sore. We noticed that when we were doing the warm up, is he's just sore. So we want to work him, but we're really going to work on moving his body around laterally. So you can see Jody moves. So now what we're going to do is we're going to walk off, and I'm just going to, when we walk off, I'm going to make sure he's in a left bend. And we're going to start right away with having that rear end move a little bit, because she is just getting on. I want to make sure he feels her. And I'm going to start connecting that calf and that hind leg. Now I don't want to have those shoulders leak out, so I'm backing up a little bit, saying shoulders come this way as the rear end goes away. Now ride him forward. Change your bend. Have him shift his weight to the opposing side. Have him move that rear end away a little bit. There we go. And shoulders this way. Good. Rear end needs to get away a little bit more. Come on, buddy. There you go. Ride forward. Change the bend. We're going to go out a little bit. So now we're going to have him take the rear end around and bring that front end through. She's going to turn her inside hand over, bring her shoulder up. I'm going to walk at his rear end. He has to keep moving forward. He can't stop. He's got to take that rear end around. And now we're going to switch and have him move his shoulders over. He's going to shift his weight back, move that shoulder over, and walk off the other way. So we're going to do the same thing to this side. Jody's going to turn her hand over, bring that shoulder out, on off with the calf, bring that leg back a little bit. Come on. Move that rear end. There we go. And bring the shoulders through. And shift his weight back and move on over. Good boy. Now ordinarily what we would do is we'd actually move around the arena, but we're going to try to kind of stay within the camera. Ask him 2 more times, once on each side, and then we'll move a little bit. Bring the shoulders this way. Good, shoulders through. Good, good. Let's go right into it again. Shoulders around. let's just let him walk. Circle. I'm just going to let him move. Wake up today, buddy. So don't get too far ahead of your circle, Jody. Just a little more forwards. Okay, we're going to try to get those shoulders. Actually, let's halt. One thing I'm noticing that he's doing that I really want to watch for when he's lunging is his shoulders. He's turning and he's doing that lovely, everybody's experienced this. There's the gate. We want to go that way, so they do this. And I don't want him to get in the habit of that. So I might as well fix it right now, or kind of try to help it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the lunge line, the end of the lunge line, more onto the shoulders. So he's going to get a feeling from the nose, and he's going to get a feeling from Jody, but really what I want to say is shoulders come this way. So Jody's going to walk off and forward. Good boy. So every time he starts to think about, I'm going to give a light touch here, but I'm actually going to put a little bit of pressure where that feels a little better, doesn't it? So like right here, I'm going to ask him to turn to the left. Don't get too handy because I'm going to do a little bit of it. And I'm going to ask those shoulders. I'm going to put pressure on those shoulders and have his shoulders come this way. It's not about the head. The head doesn't run away with me. The body does. The body's what steers. The shoulders are what actually turns. So like right here, oh, I can't see it too clearly off that camera. So I'm just going to put a little pressure right here and ask his shoulders to come this way. There. And see, and ask him again. Right here, he puts pressure there, there he comes off. So he's getting a sense of, we are having a feel on the reins, but when he decides to leak out those shoulders, he's going to feel the neck rope, or the rope that's around his neck, and that's already getting a lot better, isn't it? Good. And over there. And halt, and we'll go the other way. So we're giving him, we're stopping it right now. We're not going to let it get any further if we can. The more of the shoulders we can maneuver the shoulders and help him connect the whole body and not break at the base of his neck, the better he will be. All right, let's go the other way. My mic. So now we're going to turn to the right. Jody's going to turn, I'm going to turn, and then we just have a feel on that neck rope. So right here, turn to the right. Turn to the right. There. See, now we're getting a little better at that, aren't we? And turn to the right. Good. We're not getting that leaking out feeling. Now let's try it without me too much on the neck rope. You're just going to turn. Good. Good. I feel good. And you can see he's starting to make this circle smaller and smaller. It's coming more from Jody than from me now. And I'm just here to kind of as a supporting aid for Jody because I don't want her to get stronger. I want her to stay and him to stay this light. All right, let's let him out a little bit. I'll try to come out. We're going to actually ask him to move up a little bit. Okay? So now we're just going to ask him to move. Go on up. Good boy. And ride him forward to a walk. Good, good, good. And halt. Well, that's a good halt. Everybody, we so worry about halt, or everybody thinks they should worry about halt when we start horses. And you can see he's willing, as long as he's willing to go, he's willing to hoe. It's when you cautiously ask, and you don't know if there is no go, there usually isn't a hoe. All right, let's go this way. And we don't teach that right away. If you've noticed, we really haven't even worked on hoe. It's only been go and maneuver this body part, maneuver this body part. We really haven't worked on, stop. But he does it. Ready? Bring him on up. This side's a little bit harder on that shoulder. And go. There he's leaking out the shoulders. I'm putting a little pressure on that neck rope. Good. And then he brought him this way. And up. Good. And walk. And we'll ask him to go up here again in a second because this side's a little bit harder. And ask him to go. Now if he goes up nice, we'll go a little ways. Good. And walk. Yeah, we hear you. Come this way. Good boy. I hear you. Good. Sorry about that. And now you're going to ride him forward to a halt. And just stop your seat. And I'll support. Good. All right. Ready to ride? So what we're going to do with Jody now is we're going to unhook her. We're just going to do the same exact thing. Moving the shoulders around, moving that front end around, moving him up and down into gait. And then what she'll finish today with is just asking him, one step to the right and then ride forward. One step to the left and ride forward. Just starting to connect those reins to the feet. All right, you ready? So you're going to walk off. You're going to go circle around me to the left. And you're going to turn the forehand. Same thing. Rinse and repeat. And front end. Good boy. I know, I'm getting tired. Turn the forehand. Shoulders. There we go. And front end. Good. Forehand. Sit up just a little bit more. And yeah, good boy, good boy. I know. So we're going to do it one more time, and then we'll bring them up to gait a little bit, okay? Turn the forehand. Haunches, don't overbend him, try not to. Good, and go on up. Because we want to do some of that footwork, then we want to let him move. Good boy. One more time, and up. Bring your hands forward a little bit, not so much to the side. There you go. Good, now ride toward me. It's okay.